Lands of Our Ancestors, Book 2. Written by Gary Robinson. Published by Tribal Eye Productions. Read for you by Joe Manuel Gallegos Jr. Copyright 2018 through 2023. Introduction. This is a work of historical fiction based on historical facts. The characters are made up, but through them, you will be able to learn what happened to real California Native Americans during the end of the Spanish Mission era and into the Mexican Ranch period in the 1800s. As you listen to this story, ask yourself these questions. What would you do if you had to become the leader of other children who counted on you to protect them from dangerous foreigners? How would you get them to safety and make sure they are fed and cared for? What qualities and skills would you need in order to do this? How would you react as things got worse as time went by? These are the questions our main characters, Kilik, Tuhuy, and their descendants, had to ask themselves as they continued on their quest. Chapter 1. Survival Skills. 13-year-old Tuhuy tossed and turned as he tried to sleep on the pile of leaves and branches he was using as a bed. He was dreaming the same thing he dreamed for the past few nights. In it, he and several children were trying to find their home village, the place of river turtles. It was a place of peace and safety, and he had to get the children there at all costs. Their very survival depended on it. He couldn't fail. As the dream continued, he could see the village in the distance, but by the time he reached the spot, the village had mysteriously moved. It reappeared in the distance, and so he headed for it. Again, it moved to a new spot, and this happened over and over again. No, 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 he cried out in his sleep. How will we ever find it? Then he heard a muffled voice coming from somewhere nearby. It sounded a little like his cousin, Kilik, talking as if he was underwater or something. With a jerk, Tuhuy jolted awake. What? Tuhuy asked, blinking and looking around. Tuhuy's 14-year-old cousin, Kilik, was kneeling beside him. You were screaming in your sleep, he said. Something about the village moved and how will we ever find it? Tuhuy sat up as he realized he'd been dreaming. He told his older cousin about the frustrating dream. The elders always said our dreams are trying to tell us something, Tuhuy continued. But it's up to us to figure out what that is. Kilik and Tuhuy spoke to each other in their Somali Chumash language, which Kilik's sister Stuk understood as well.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?